One. I'm in. Yeah. I'm in. I'm. Unfortunately, everyone can hear me mic testing, which is sucks balls for them. Just test your mic again. Give me 2 seconds, mate. It's not picking up. Something to do with toasters, I think. Yeah, feel free. Got you now, mate.
I think so, buddy.
Yeah, nice. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you, Geezer. Yourself?
I think I'm right, mate. I think I'm right. It's hard to tell, isn't it? Really, we get. I'm at that sort of stage in my life where I sort of can't really tell if I'm doing okay or just massively struggling.
Yeah, the struggle is real. Yeah.
Yeah. Very true. True that. Okay, cool. So, sweet. So this is the first episode, mate. Obviously, initially this was billed as me and James, but I've obviously like to have someone a lot taller in stature. Um, yeah, cool.
Yeah, but not as big in reputation. So
Exactly, mate. Exactly, mate. But that's only because we draw each other on every single tour we go to.
Yeah, why not just draw each other on your live chat?
It's just it, mate. Exactly what's happened. Right. Anyway, I've got first turn, right?
Standard.
Nice. Cool. Well, you got Brian in the chat straight away. Everything's good down south, Brian. Very nice, mate. Very nice. It's getting a bit chillier now, which means that Carl may have to burn more dice to survive. But as we know, he's quite keen on doing that, which is sweet.
Sacrifices need to be made.
True that. Is it working so far? It doesn't seem to be working all that well for you.
No, it doesn't. That's why I roll with about 50 dice to each tournament. Still don't seem to help.
Yeah, burning dice in the back garden, just releasing cancerous fumes into the environment. Nice. Cool. Oh man, yeah. So yeah, as we're talking, so we're doing our first ever Ye Chats. Basically, it's just like a fortnightly news update thing. We've got lots of stuff planned for Ye Cats over the next year, 2025 specifically. But we'd also like to sort of start doing more regular chats with the community because part of what we love doing, myself, you and James, is sort of doing these live streams and talking to the community out there, which is fucking awesome. It's part of the best part of the game, mate.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
So this episode is entitled "The Future is Dark and Full of Tourneys." So I'm going to start this episode, Carl, by going over some of these tournaments that we've got going, we've got lined up in the future. Not only from ourselves, but also through some of this, this incredible community that we've got going on. I've tried to do in date order. I might have fucked it up, but that's just it's Thursday night, mate. I'm close to the weekend. I'm beginning to get a bit antsy towards getting stuck into doing nothing. So yeah, let's get cracking on with it then. So first up, I have just done an episode with Aaron Grant for Warfare 2024. This is a new tournament, the first time a Song of Ice and Fire is appearing at Warfare convention. It was a really good chat with Aaron about what he's trying to do with Warfare and introducing Song. It's a brand new community to introduce Song into. I have checked out the stats page, and there seems to be some good names in there. Pascal's turning up for it. Yeah, did you manage to check out that video, Carl? Please say yes, because otherwise I've just fucking wasted my time, haven't I?
I started today, but I was at work, so I will finish it. I haven't got all the way through it. Apologies.
Yeah.
Hi, Nicholas. I can see you got other people saying hello in the chat. Yeah, listen, it's amazing that we've got Song coming to Warfare. It's it's even better. It's going to get the exposure to the community. It's amazing. It's things like this that are going to help it just grow and grow and grow.
Yeah.
No, so, I agree. Really, really positive.
Yeah, in that chat with Aaron, I don't want to give any spoilers, Carl, because I know you're going to watch it in a bit. But he's sort of talking about the way he's approaching the event of Warfare. So he initially did like a poll on Facebook as to how people wanted to do it, and he's literally this whole like Warfare thing. He's made it for the community, which we are massive advocates of doing. It really should be about the community. And what he's doing, he's running two separate events. So rather than one big 2-day event, he's running two 1-day events, which I think is quite a good idea because we know from experience now that 1-day events can sell out and can do well. it seems to be the 2-day events that are quite struggling to get the numbers. So I think he'll do well on the strength of having 2 single-day events. What do you think upon that?
Yeah, I completely agree there. As we've seen with the 2-dayers, it's too much gaming for some people, and it really burns them out. Doing it this way affords people the opportunity to either do a Saturday or a Sunday, or if they're that way inclined, do both. But you're not signing up for a whole weekend, and then you're not feeling really fatigued playing so many games in such a short space of time.
Yeah, and I think that's also the good thing about Warfare is because it's not just a song tournament. It's not even just a tournament. In fact, it's a big convention thing. Like Brian said Brian's just said in the chat that it's a great show and he's done a few demos there. But I think that's the benefit of doing 2 one-day events. And Aaron actually mentioned it in our interview is that you can go and play the competitive 40.2 list tournament on the Saturday. And if you want to come along on a Sunday and just go and have a little walk around the convention and check out some of the games, you can do that. You can just play the one-day event rather than having to commit to the 2-day event.
Yeah, and as we saw with the LGT, like you get natural footfall coming past your gaming tables, and like people were keen to stop and talk to you about the games you were playing, even though we're in a tournament. But our community is that good that people would stop and give people like 5-10 minutes of their time just to sort of give them the explanation of what we're doing. People know Game of Thrones, they know the IP, and it does lure in other elements of the gaming community from Warhammer Fantasy Battles, for example, or AOS.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there was some. We'll get into the UK Nationals in a bit as well because we're going to cover that later on. But yeah, definitely encourage people to check out Warfare. It's less than a month away, so if you wanted to play some tournaments, Warfare's ready to go. Yeah, and Aaron's doing a great job building it up, and he's got some big plans for the future. If you have got a chance, do check out the video I did with him yesterday. Yeah, released it yesterday. Cool. Next up, we've got Ribble Rumble, and we've got Brian in the chat. How's it going, Randall? Imperial Mini's joining us in the chat, which is cool. I just checked out some of his latest faction identity videos, man. We check them out.
I have, yeah. Listen, I watch Randall's videos quite a lot as well. I love his back reps and I love his faction overview. So yes.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so yeah, Ribble Rumble with Brian. The screen says 7 tickets, but there's actually only 2 tickets remaining. Did check out to see if I could make that, but I'm just so busy leading up to Christmas. But I'm definitely going to get up to one of Brian's events soon because it's Brian's awesome. And yeah, so if people get a chance, on the 30th of November, the 1st of December, Ribble Rumble and Element Games. Element Games playing host to quite a few song tournaments, so there's a few big ones coming up there. So yeah, if you're looking at getting your song hit, then this is Element Games seems to be the place to be. Have you got a chance to check out Element Games?
I've never been up there personally, but you see that they do a lot of gaming tournaments. It's pretty big for the part of the country it's in as well. So very central. You can imagine it's going to draw people from all 4 corners of the UK.
Yeah.
Again, mate, if I didn't have my daughter, I'd be up there because 3 weekends are good weekends to spend playing games, right?
Yeah, 100%. Ryan saying Element Games crowd helped a lot. Awesome.
Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, and you always see really good prize support for the games as well. Everyone seems to walk away with some decent stuff. So yeah, awesome.
Yeah, and interestingly, 5 games at 40 points, 2 lists. That tends to be where we see things going. Obviously, we've got some stuff that we can't talk about at a minute, but we're going to be announcing quite soon. And it looks like people are sort of veering towards 3 games in a day. I actually spoke to Brian about it. Dave Toon. There's quite a few people now that are sort of saying that 3 games is a sensible amount to play in a day. So it'd be interesting. In the chat, 23 tickets sold now. Yeah, so you've got 2 tickets remaining, right, Brian? You saying, or is it 1 ticket remaining? Put a stick in the chat if anyone wants to know. They can check it out. Yeah, so I think that's interestingly that's where tournaments seem to be going at the minute. Is 3-day capping a free game in 1 day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Like we touched on at the start, 4 games in 1 day can be a bit too much for some people.
Yeah.
3 games is that sweet spot, isn't it? 3 2-hour games. Awesome.
Yeah.
Brian's saying he's got one ticket left.
One ticket left, mate. You're gonna buy it? You could take your daughter up there with you.
Oh yeah, she'd love that.
Nice.
No.
That's what you saw. It'd be all right. You just stick her to a base and use her as one of the minis. She'll love it, mate. It'd be amazing.
Be like a squig hopper.
Also,
wrong game.
Yeah. Brian also saying that he can increase if he gets a few more, which is awesome.
Well, let's get it promoted. Let's help him out and see if we can get it oversubscribed for him.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. Nicholas Keys, never underestimate a man willing to go to war with a craftsman's hammer and a loincloth. Well, amen to that.
I've not kept up with the chat. I felt like I missed out on something there.
Yeah. It's just kicking off, mate. We're talking Vikings and hammers and loincloths. Okay, cool. So good luck with that one, Brian, mate. I hope that all goes well for you. We'll keep pushing it for as long as we can up until the day. Next up, we have the Joy to the Realm, which is run by Brad Blackburn and the Wardens of the South in Entoyment. Paul, right? That's where it is based, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one. That's one that we went down to. Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, well, that was really good, man. We travelled down there on a Sunday, played some games. We drew each other, which was awesome. Stay the weekend away for us, right?
Yeah. Here, Brad. Here's how you use stats. If you do this, you won't get paired against club mates. Yeah.
every time, mate. Every time. It's like Welsh GT all over again.
Yeah.
Awesome. But yeah, I definitely encourage people to do this. I'll put a link in the description for tickets and the event. It's done through Entoyment themselves. I don't know how many games this is. It's only one day, so potentially 4 games at max. But yeah, good luck to Brad. They are doing the Southern GT. I couldn't find anything online about it, but I'll have that ready for next time. We can talk through the Southern GT. But I've got my ticket bought for that. James got his ticket bought for it. Are you coming to that, Carl?
No, again, because I know when I'm available, when I'm not, I have to plan ahead. So I'm not available for that one, unfortunately. And I'm gutted because I'm going to miss out.
Yeah. Well, as always, next year.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
But yeah, this 8th of December, I've been seriously weighing it up. I'm at a wedding the night before.
Yeah.
So we'll see how I feel.
What event is that for?
I'm at a wedding this Sunday the 8th, Joy to the Realm. I've been looking at it thinking, oh yeah, I've got that weekend free. You know, I might pop down there, but I think I'll decide closer to the time.
Mate, this is way more important than weddings. I don't care if it's I don't care how close you are, mate. This is way better. This is Toy Souls we're talking about. We've got, if there's 4 games here, we've got the potential to play each other 4 times here.
I mean, I might just sack the wedding off then, mate, just on the strength of that, right?
Yeah. You've got to beat me eventually.
yeah.
Awesome. But yeah. Well, good luck to Brad Blackburn, the guys down there. They're coming. Brad and Elliot are coming up for our Free Swords tournament as well, which would be really cool to see them up there playing with us. If I do check it out again, the link's gone. You shout at me.
I was going to say shout out to Paperboy J in the chat there. Greetings from Germany.
Nice, mate.
Good Abend.
Are you swearing at him?
No. Try not to.
Fucking mate, you're out of order, mate. You're bang out of order.
Losing you subscribers, mate, is what I'm doing.
Bolton's coming up. Yeah? Not here? Yeah, Carl's an advocate for Bolton's, right?
Oh, I love Boltons. They're fun. The game's all about having fun, right?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. And next up, we have our event. Now, there's no more tickets for this. There is a waiting list for it. Battle of the Three Swords. This is our biggest event that we've run as Ye-Cats, outside of the UK Nationals, obviously. The Paperboy J is talking back at you, mate. I don't know if he's swearing back at you or if he's saying hello. So yeah, this is our 30-man event that we sold out in 3 days, which was a massive achievement for us. Again, it's testament to the fact that the game is still thriving. The community is still there, and the want to play the game is still here with us. We've got a very strong community in Chelmsford anyway, and we're now pulling people in from further afield. We've got the guys from Steadfast coming up, Chris Eustace, Caldo, Michael, and Dean Rothwell are coming up to play. Jacob Bailey's coming up. There's loads of cool people coming up. to play in this one. I will be streaming Top Table. Oh, sorry, as well, I should probably mention that let's go back to Warfare. I'm going to be streaming the Top Table on the Saturday with UCAT, so that's something that I'll see you guys there. But anyway, back to the Three Swords. I'm really excited about this one, man. Really excited. This is so the biggest event that we've run. 4 games in one day. 30 people coming. Yeah, it's exciting, right?
It's I'm absolutely buzzing for it. We've been a bit of a building mission for the community this year, isn't it? And
Yeah.
spacing out the tournaments the way we have, not saturating it as much as we used to. I think it's definitely cultivated a really, really enthusiastic community. And I think that has really helped sort of build what we've got going on. I mean, we could go to more. We know we could go to more, but maybe next year. We know we've got the capacity for it.
Yeah.
But 30 players for this one, mate, is fantastic. It's great. And it's a good bunch of people as well.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And what I quite like with our events, I'm not trying to sell people the event, but we get a solid core of Chelmsford Bunker members. So we get like the 20 odd people from the Chelmsford Bunker coming to play, and we last time we had the Wardens of the Northwest with us. That was really, really cool having Sarkozy there and Robbo. That was really good.
Yep.
This time we've got the Wardens of the South coming up to play, and Steadfast coming up to play, and it's really exciting. The Hornchurch Hero guys, well, massive shout out to them. They're quite new to the scene, not new to the game, but new to the tournament scene. So it's quite nice to have them come in and check out what we're doing and adding some numbers to that, and it gives us scope to increase the numbers going forward, which I'm really excited about sort of doing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's a testament, really. The fact we've got people coming down from, Wardens of the Northwest and Wardens of the South, making that journey. I mean, they're not short distances. They are long journeys, as we know, because we've done events down in Poole. We've done team tourneys up north as well. So yeah, it's drawing really good people from the community, all fun, great people to play against, and this cross pollination is what's going to build the scene. It'll draw more people.
Yeah.
It's going to be, mate. I'm looking forward to 2025. I can't wait.
Yeah, we'll go through some of our plans in a minute on that. Just going back to the chat though, Wardens of the South, they're getting a tournament up on Song of Ice and Fire stats imminently for both Joy to the Realm and Southern GT. Yeah, look forward to that, Brad. Definitely chuck it on in the comments section when you put them up so people can go through and find it. And Paperboy J, great interview with Dan Gilbert. Mate, honestly, that interview with Dan, I was so excited to do that. That the way he used Boltons was incredible, and I still watch that battle report with him and Isaac as well. I don't know if you managed to get a chance to watch that yet, Cole, but I mean, Dan with Boltons, that is some clinical shit right there, isn't it?
Yeah, I did watch it because I wanted to see what the secret was to winning the game with Boltons.
Yeah.
I've told you I'm going to net list both them lists, and I'm going to name them after him just to honour him. Yeah, mate. Seeing the way they performed, it kind of gives you the feel that the game is a little bit more balanced. Yeah, we know there's tweaks that could be done to the faction to help them come up a bit more because they are still bottom of stats. But as I said, they're just a fun faction. That you can't win with them. I don't think they're not competitive, but they're just fun. They're great. They're a great faction to have good games with.
Yeah, I think.
And who don't?
Go on.
I was going to say, who don't like running flayed men, right?
Yeah. Well, Randall just put in a chat. He said, the good thing about Bolton players at tournaments is they won't usually be tried neckbeards, and that is exactly it. I think with Dan, like every single game, every single time I walked past him playing a game, it looked like it was fun. Do you know what I mean? And it was, he was playing Tom's giant list, and I thought, Dan had no chance against that giant bolt throw list, and actually, Dan won, and it actually looked like a really fun game as well. So yeah, I definitely recommend if you listen to this now and you haven't checked that out, or Dan G, that is in our video section. Go and check it out. It's a really fun interview, and there's some top tips and tricks in there. And Dan's just a great guy. He is coming to some more of our events, which is great because he's, again, the people that make the game fun are the people that we want to encourage to come to more tournaments.
Yeah, and also check out the stream from the LGT with his game against Isaac.
Mm.
I mean, even just watching how that played out,
Yeah.
it's a good watch. It is a good watch.
Yeah. Nicholas in the chat is asking where in the south the GT is. I don't. It's not in tournament, isn't it? At some convention or something, I believe, isn't it?
It is. I had the leaflet, and I'm not going to walk around too much because I'll probably lose Wi-Fi. But there is a tournament being run down there, and yes, I think Brad said he's going to put the event on stats shortly. But Brad, if you are still listening, put a link into it in
Beachhead
the
Tabletop
chat.
Expo.
Tabletop Expo.
Yeah, Beachhead Tabletop Expo, Nicholas. Congratulations on passing driving test, Nicholas. Hopefully you come back to get along to some of our events, and we'll definitely hopefully see you about in the tournament circuit. Yeah, everyone's coming on now. Yeah, cool. Yeah, the Bournemouth International Centre. Yeah, sweet. Okay, cool. Well, that's that question answered. That's again, Sandy having the community next to us, so that we can get them to answer questions for us. It makes us look like we're professional, doesn't it? But yeah, Battle of Three Swords, mate. Looking forward to that. It's been we tried to put these 4 months between, but this was quite a longer one. We had a few things to try and line it up for everybody. Yeah. Again, it's the biggest one run to date. Onwards and upwards, right?
Onwards and upwards, 100%.
Next up, we have, and we're talking. So last year we made the decision to expand what we do as tournament organisers and try and push the scene further afield. And part of that was to try and establish a player base in Kent, because Kent is so massive. There must be someone in Kent playing Song, right, other than OJ and his son.
Well, yeah. So I've started infiltrating some of the Kent wargaming groups, and you see some engagement from the chats. And there's one guy who says he might dust off his collection.
Yeah.
Which tells me he hasn't played since it was probably released as a Kickstarter. But it just seems like it's a black hole in the whole of the UK.
Well, it might be that. It might be that he might have a really dusty house.
Yeah, painting up all his other Kickstarters. I don't know. So yeah, we're getting Ragnarok hobbies. We're going to go there. We'll see if there's any sort of footfall that people might show a bit of interest. It would be nice to try and find somewhere else in Kent, probably a bit deeper and darker and further away from home. See if there's anything community-wise out there. It's a bit of an odd one. It'd be amazing if we had a map of the UK and where members were registered, so you could kind of start targeting them. We'll see. That one, I think, that's going to be a building. We're going to be building that community, I think, trying to find people and encourage them in.
Yeah, slow grow. I mean, if people listening and are in Kent and they do want to come down and sort of check it out, we've kept the price quite low on it. I think it's £15 rather than the 20 we normally charge, to try and get people through the door. It's only 3 games, I believe. Check it in the description as well. It's just about sort of trying to build that community. Pascal's coming down there. Obviously, you're playing in it. Steve's playing in it. OJ, Michael, Isaac's coming down. The guy that won the UK National is coming down to play it. So there's some really nice people, good people that I would consider fun games that you can play against, other than you. Coming down, again, we'll be streaming the top table again. It's again that part of streaming it is so that people can watch back their games if they're not top table. Just try and instill a bit of excitement in the community itself as well.
I mean that streaming's awesome as well. Like being able to look at games, because the Song isn't just about moving units into one another and throwing a load of dice to kill each other. You've got the tactics board, you've got the cards, but it's a game of positioning as well. And like when you watch people like Isaac, they do everything so well, and it's clinical. Like Dan, you positioning and setting up. So yeah, the streaming helps engage other people that aren't able to make it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and it's fun.
Yeah, especially like when you look at UK National, it was great to have. I was speaking to people that we've not seen in a very long time. People like Chris Baker, even Brian was on the chat as well. It's quite cool to have conversations with those guys. Later on, the Carlo logged on. We're speaking to them. We're speaking to Simon on there as well, talking to us. So that's really cool.
Yeah, awesome.
Going back to the chat, Paperboy J. Yeah. Again, the stream of Isaac and Dan was really good. And Warns of the South. If you enter before in the year's raffles, Cracking War Games. Okay, cool. So yeah, so if you buy your Southern GT tickets before the end of the year, there's a raffle to win a Cracking War Games neoprene tactics board mat, which are fucking great. One of the really cool things just to have as an extra bit to your tabletop experience. Surely you just charge forwards and hope for the best. Well, yeah, that's the Greyjoy way, isn't it? Right.
Yeah, you glass cannon and then reinstate another unit when they're dead. Yeah, that's the Greyjoy way.
Bail on it.
Bail on it, yeah.
Do you know what? I'm actually starting to live my life as if Balon existed. Like, I'm crossing roads with my eyes closed because, it doesn't matter. I'll just respawn further up the road.
Yeah.
Nice. Obviously, just as a disclaimer, don't try and do that. It doesn't work. I'm talking bollocks. Building the community, knocking it down.
Knocking it down, yeah.
Cool. Okay, sweet. Next up, we have the Battle of the Chain Stag 2, Vengeance of the South. Now, if Brian's still in the chat, Brian is currently the Warden of Northamptonshire. I don't think Psychosty's in the chat, but he is Brian's Warden, Brian's Squire. Yeah, Brian has definitely made a point of repeating that relentlessly on the various Discords and Facebook stuff, so that's really cool.
We're not saying there's a pecking order, but there is.
There's a bit of a pecking order, yeah. There's a bit of one. We had a massively fun time at Battlefield Hobbies in Daventry when we last did this. It sold out quite quickly. We have sold some tickets. There are still quite a few tickets available. It is pretty far in the future, is the thing of it's in April, so I get why people aren't just jumping on it right now. But there's plenty more tickets available. If you're interested in coming and playing along in that, we will be again streaming the top table. We'll bring along some Simon prize support with us. Yeah. Daventry's good, right?
Daventry's awesome. So Battlefield Hobbies, if you haven't been there, it's worth the journey because they have got a lot of stock, a lot of stuff for loads of systems. It's absolutely incredible. And then like the actual gaming space, there are tons of tables. And obviously, a really, really good community, nice bunch of people. I've met them previously, which is why when we were running this one, I'd said to you about...
Yeah.
Let's get to Daventry. There's loads of people there. I know there's a community there that want to play. You've got Kyle Webb, and he's always got some amazing, like, really fun miniatures painted up and stuff that he uses.
Yeah.
You've got to get down there. Look, Nick Keys, and this is local. Mate, you've got to. It's just, it's a really good bunch of people. And I mean, that only really came on our radar when one of our clubs started travelling down there to play tournaments. And then for some reason, they just stopped for a while. So it's really, really good to see it all really picking up again down there. And that there's been the appetite for the Tourneys. So, roll on April 25.
Yeah, definitely, mate, definitely. Cool. Then we haven't got I have got a date for this. Give me 2 seconds before I reveal it. Hold on. From... Thomas Whitworth. Where is it?
So it's another event, is it?
Yeah. Right, so Leodis Games, Thomas Whitworth is running another event. He's doing it on May the 11th, and I'll put on screen now. This is the prize support that Thomas puts together for his events. It is fucking incredible. The boxes of song. There's Game of Thrones Cluedo, Game of Thrones Monopoly, Game of Thrones Risk. Loads of stuff that isn't just boxes of product for Song of Ice and Fire the Miniatures game, because we speak about time and time again. That's why we make entrance gifts a thing rather than winning prize support. Is that people that play the game have got the boxes they already want. It's hard to use that as gifts and stuff. It's nice and it's good to have, and I appreciate Simon sending over the stuff they did for Asmodee for UK Nationals, and we did give it away and people were happy what they had, but ultimately it's giving the people something they're not getting elsewhere, and Tom does really, really well at Leodis Games to provide that for the people, which is incredible, isn't it? I mean, look at that. That's a hell of a haul.
Mate, how can you not be blown away by the amount of product there? That's phenomenal. That's like when you're a kid waking up on Christmas Eve and seeing all the presents under the tree, right?
Yeah. Well,
awesome.
You steal your brothers and don't tell your mum and that.
Yeah. You start tearing it out or preemptively ripping it all up.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at that. That is phenomenal. And you've not just got song product. There is like all the stuff associated with the IP, which is great as well.
Yeah.
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 Awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's great. It's great stuff. Maybe next episode we'll go through some of the stuff that we've got for Free Souls. I didn't want to sort of cloud it with this episode, as it's the first one with just prize support, but we've got some really cool spot prize and mugs and things like that. Is this event already on stats? No, it's not yet, mate. I don't believe he's not got a flyer for it yet. But when he normally advertises it quite well, and we will be going when he announces the date. We will be talking about it more on the show. So yeah. And when will there be a rematch between Paul Winter and Little Beanpole? Maybe soon. And we don't tend to do very many bunker back reps at the minute. We're trying to do more edited stuff, but it's definitely something I'm happy to do if people want it. So if you guys want that to happen, I'll film Paul. I'll ban him from his red cloaks. I'll fuck him up.
That's an oppressive list.
It is, mate. It really is.
Poor old Jude.
Jude.
Fair play to him. What a trooper. But yeah, that red cloak list is oppressive as hell.
Yeah. What is spot price? Spot prize. So basically, what we do is there'll be like a trigger for a prize during each round. So, for example, like we had one for UK Nationals.
Dance with Dragons. Yeah, like Dance with Dragons, for example, it was the first person to control all 3 objectives.
Yeah,
won the spot prize. I won that spot prize, so I've got the UCATS mug.
yeah. And Hone and Ready was the first person to kill someone with the wall. So basically, it just makes it so that it's not the person winning the games all the time that is getting the prize. It's spreading it out so everyone goes away with something, a little memento of the day, really. So yeah, that's what spot prizes are.
Gives everyone a fair chance at taking something else away that's niche to the tournament, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look, that Naz has popped up. Well done, Naz. Thanks, mate. I'd let you drink from my cup, but I think you'd steal it and punch me.
He'd hit you with a stone thrower. Yeah. Nicholas Keys. Yes, mate. There is Welsh GT next year. It is already sold out. The tickets went really quickly for that. But there is a waiting list for it. I don't know how you're going to wait. Do you know anything about the waiting list, Cole?
You have to reach out to Luke at Duke Gaming, I believe. I think he's the main person who deals with it. And of him or Kieran's. I don't know whether his name's Scatterman on Discord. Yeah. But yeah, reach out to Luke, who's Duke's Gaming. Yeah. About the waiting list. It's sold out. I think quite quickly after it was announced because it's a very popular tournament. Yeah. I think the waiting list has already got quite a few people on it. So. Yeah. It's
a really highly sought after trophy that top prize at Welsh GT. Only the best people can win first place there.
Listen, you and your John Umber, submarine can do one.
Dude.
If I hear you say Berserker Tactics, tell you what.
Awesome. Just a shout out to the Welsh GT as well. Speaking to Kieran, the way he enticed me to come in and play it again this year is that he told me there'd be loads of Welsh birds there for me. So, I mean, as a person that is willing to build a community, I am willing to share the Welsh birds with people. So, definitely join the waiting list for that.
Well, seeing as you won it last year, you're technically Welsh royalty, right?
That's true. Yeah, me, Jacob Bailey, Carlo. We're Kings among men, really. Kings among men.
I walked over cake, so I was happy.
Yeah. We done really well, didn't we? We drew each other first round, yeah. As a surprise, wasn't it?
It's a recurring theme, that, mate.
Doesn't happen often. Cool. All right, sweet. So that's all the events. So now we're going to have a quick recap over UK Nationals because we haven't actually done a sort of like a debrief showing it yet, and I won't keep it too long because it's been a little while now. We didn't get onto as quick as we should. I've done some of the other stuff like Best Painted and that interview with Dan G. But UK Nationals, Carl. So obviously RTO'd it. You was there as part of the team, but you actually played in the event. How was the event for you?
Fun, really, really. I had a really good weekend. So after last year's, I don't think I kind of went through a bit of a lull with the game. Obviously, the community building you've done throughout the years really built my enthusiasm back up for it. And then obviously coming into the LGT this year, I was just looking forward to getting some games in, meeting up with the community that people that we've played against, from Paul, from Battlefield Hobbies, and obviously our local club. And yeah, it didn't disappoint, mate. I absolutely had a ball of a weekend. Really good, thank you.
Yeah, it was good, mate. Well, again, and like I said at the end of the day, it's not. I can sit there and press buttons and send emails and get prize pool and stream games, but that's as much as I can do. The actual tournament is built by people turning up and contributing to it, and and giving people great games. We didn't have any people complaining about having a crap game that weekend, which is is massive. That is a huge thing to everyone to come away and enjoy it. And so what I'm going to quickly do, I'm going to quickly put on some trousers. No,
I think while you're getting dressed, I think one of the other things that I really, really liked was the fact that we'd put quite a bit of thought and effort into the attendance support for people. Printing off all them little freebies and seeing the smiles on people's faces, and then walking away holding stuff, going, "Oh, this is amazing! I've turned up and I've walked away with, a measuring widget, trademarking thing. I've walked away with a faction-specific tactics board.
Yeah,
we've got the first player markers. We've got the pass tokens. And just seeing people buzzing to have received that, knowing that building up to that, these were all the things that we were thinking about all the time. Oh, what can we do for the community? What's going to make this event good for them?
Yeah.
And I think it's paid dividends. It really has.
Yeah. I think that's what it was. It was all about for us, wasn't it? It was about the community. I wasn't. We didn't go into it thinking that we're going to make any money. That we're going to, I don't know. There was no false pretenses to it. It was literally this was for the community. Nicholas Keys in the chat. So we currently run, I'd say probably one every couple of months, I guess roughly. But next year we're looking to run one a month. So we'll get into that after we go through the UK National stuff, Nick. Yeah, but getting back to UK Nationals, so yeah, it was really good, man. It's really good seeing loads of people that we've travelled to play, that we've, and there's loads of new people. There's like a fresh wave of people coming in that are adding something different to the game. And one of the main things that I take away from the UK Nationals was there was no net lists.
No.
Like, it was literally like there was units that you never see, attachments that you never see. There was commanders that you never see, and it was fucking awesome because like these are the people that we watch on TV, that we read about in the books, that we never see because they're not deemed competitive enough in the competitive side of the game. But these people were running them, and that was incredible to see. That was so good.
Yeah, and I mean I'm a big fan of net lists because you look at games and how they're played, and you look at stats, and you look at what goes. You kind of think, oh, I'd like to try that, see how that works for me. Because the game is fun. You can do a lot of theory crafting and build loads of lists, but just trying what other people are trying as well. But coming into this tournament, we didn't see the meta lists being played. We didn't see the free folk bear spam thing that everyone was sort of talking about. We didn't see the double champs of the Stag or the the obscenely ridiculous double riders of Highgarden list that you'd been theorying up. We didn't see triple red cloaks either, did we? So
no, strictly no dickheads.
Everyone brought something different, and so the challenge it kept the games interesting because you could see that there was the challenge, not the I'm running into this. This is going to be a tough matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I had going into the tournament, I had a bit of envy because I was like, I know that I'm there to TO, I'm there to stream. That was my job going into it. But when me and James did the list breakdown the night before and looked at some of the lists, I was like, oh fucking hell, I really, really want to play. But yeah, so it's nice to see that, and it's nice. If I feel inspired by it, I'm hoping that the community feels inspired by it. I always said that there was a couple of people bringing Rainbow Guard, and we haven't seen Rainbow Guard in a long time.
No.
And on talk to Rainbow Guard, it was great to see Pascal there as well. I haven't seen Pascal in a long time. It was nice to see him about and playing again.
Yeah, definitely. Pascal's another one of them really, really nice guys, like a really good ambassador for the community and the hobby as a whole. Yeah.
Yeah. And congratulations to everyone that won all the best in factions. A massive congratulations to Isaac, who really did take it to town. He played really well. He had a really good game against you, which was I know you don't like talking about it, especially having now it's on camera and you can watch it. But it was there's some. He done really well, Isaac. He's a great player. He won the
Yeah.
Invitational the year before, so we
Yeah.
expected him to do well. It was nice to see. Yeah, and again,
Yeah.
I was sitting next to Isaac the whole day, a whole 2 days, and he never came across as oppressive. He never came across as a bad game. He was always very polite to people. We spoke, he was just great. It was really nice to see the top table being played in such a gentlemanly manner, especially by someone that looks like they should be in Doctor Who.
Listen, I've played Isaac twice in the 3 years I've been playing it. Once was at Whispering Woods, which was Pascal's event.
Yeah.
And then obviously this one. And I've never had a bad game against him. The guy is such a nice guy. He's very knowledgeable about Lannisters and the game itself. There's no feel bads either. Like there was nothing contentious about anything. Everything was very clear. Everything was very fair. It didn't feel like things were being rushed through.
Yeah.
Just the game flows well with him. It's so easy going, and that's what it's about. Like, yeah, like fair play to him. Isaac's a great player. It's a privilege to play against him, and I look forward to playing against him in the future if he comes to some more of our events.
Yeah, 100%. Well, he's coming to Blood Over Highgarden in Kent, isn't he? So he's be good to see him there again. Just dipping back into the chat again. Imperial Minis. Thanks, Randall. Yeah, we're doing our best, mate. Again, it's we're doing what we can over here, and it's nice to see the scene growing again. UK Nationals were great fun. We've got meetings next week talking about 2025, so expect some news on that soon. We've got some nice big ideas. We actually sat in a pub and spoke about it, didn't we? And got drunk. You did try and kiss me, but we're not going to talk about it anymore.
That's because you tried touching my leg, but we won't
Tried.
go over that.
I've washed my hands since.
Wrong leg.
Paperboy J, good work, was yeah. Cheers, Paperboy J. Yeah, no, it's good. The game is really well balanced at the minute, and I think that I'll say with the exclusion of Boltons, anyone can win, but it's not really because Dan proved the whole weekend that Boltons could do well.
Yeah. There are a couple of outliers.
Hmm.
We've touched on the Greyjoy one earlier.
Yeah.
And there is that free folk thing that wasn't a thing at the LGT. So there's a couple of outliers, but generally speaking, the game is in a really good place. It's balanced. When you log on to stats every day, you can see the top factions juggling around all the time.
Yeah.
And if that's not an indication of good game state, then I don't know what is.
Yeah, 100%, mate, 100%. Okay, cool. So that's we're looking to do bigger and better next year at UK Nationals. We've got a lot of stuff in the pipeline. Let's just go over the painting because I want to cover the painting side of UK Nationals as well because I believe this year was completely different for that as well. And then we'll go over a little bit of what we've got planned for 2025 and what the plan is events wise for that.
Mm-hmm.
Just on screen now is Joe McCarthy. Joe McCarthy comes second with Baratheons. He's been doing really well in the tournament scene. Cool, right. So let's look at the painting side of things. So the painting this year, I believe, is the painting's always been good, but and who's I talked to about this? It's not like the painting has been bad in years past. I just feel like more people were focused on the painting this year than there had been in years past. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's always good painters, but there were a lot of good painters this year. Up on screen we've got OJ with Baratheons. They were incredible. He could quite easily have won best painted army with that army, and I believe if he carries on attending events, that he's going to win best paint at some point. You've got Ryan Dell, I believe his name was, with the Targaryens. That was a really nice army. You had Colin Culler, who won best painted. We've done a video with. I haven't put his pictures on here because we've done a whole video with him. So if you want to go and check that out, go and check out the video Hobby Hangout with Colin Culler. He's got the Baratheon Stag with the checkered stand on it. And Dan's Boltons, man. If I don't know, I had to put it to a vote because I think I would have voted for Dan's Boltons. It's really nice. Who were the guys with the really colourful martels? What group was that?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I'd have to look. It weren't anyone from the Microwave Express train, was it? Or Colombian Hippos?
No, it was who's the one that the place that Tom runs?
Couldn't tell you, mate. Honestly, don't know. But I saw that the martel was like, it really stood out because they were really brightly coloured. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Dan G's Boltons, I voted for Boltons because I just thought the way they were done, they looked very realistic.
Yeah.
And the paint was crisp, very, very crisp.
Yeah. And normally, I hate blood on minis. I think blood on minis can be, if not done perfectly, can look quite tacky.
Yeah.
But
actually,
he done it really well.
Yeah. But also like OJ's Baratheons, when he done the non-metallic metal, and that looked incredible.
Yeah.
And it was tough. It really, I mean, like you said, the standard of painting across so many armies was really, really good. Solid.
Yeah.
I think the first LGT I went to 3 years ago, Chris FNM won best painted. His stuff was painted beautifully.
Yeah.
But there were probably only 3 or 4 armies, I think, total that really stood out. Yours being one of them, not to sort of brown nose you or anything, mate. But
didn't get fucking top 10, did I? So
yeah, so in my eyes that weekend. But yeah, this year there was just so many. Yeah, again, really, really good standard of painting. Very impressed.
Yeah, I mean, even Stephen Butler as well. His painting was incredible.
Yeah, I didn't get to see his army this week at the LGT. I didn't get to play against him, and I think last time I played the LGT, I got to play against him. So
yeah,
I could see it all screaming across stream, mate. Even them Starks, some of the blending on them Starks was amazing.
Yeah, the Stark army was really crisp. It was like a Tully themed Stark army, wasn't it? So it was like that blue and white, but it was really crisp. And I think that the Shea model was so crisp and so smooth. The blending was phenomenal. It really was.
Yeah, it's the Varys that's caught my eye on that when it goes past the Varys model. Yeah.
This is great. It's really nice, and I quite like how OJ's used sand as well for his Baratheons rather than your standard mud. It's quite nice to see a different army on sand.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for this Varys come around again, but while waiting for that, yeah, again, Dan's Bolton's come on the screen again now. They're just if he continues to attend events, I imagine at some point he's going to win best painted with this army, and I look forward to filming it. Just get back into the chat then quickly. Why do you think Starks have dropped so much in the power rankings? It's just the nature of the game, Brad. I think people learn how to play against stuff. Things are only powerful for a while until people learn out the counters. And it's really because I think that's one of the biggest things of this game is that people learn the counters to a list. They'll build a list to beat the big bad monster, and then that list will disappear for a little while. And then another list will come up because another list has to be made to beat the list that beat the monster list, and it sort of just goes round and round in circles. And people generally just get better at the game and better at countering it. The Tully Cavalier list can be beaten. I got beaten by Tom Tyler at Welsh GT. Carlo's beaten it. It just takes people that are good at the game and sort of learn how to counter it.
I think the other thing to that might also be that people see lists do well in tournaments and they net list and try it out in their tournaments.
Yeah.
And because they haven't got to practice with it, they maybe don't perform as well as they thought they should have. So there's a practice element to it as well. I've done it before where I've seen lists that I thought, that's amazing. I'm going to roll that. I'm going to absolutely blow everything away.
Yeah.
But because I don't know the list or know the faction,
yeah,
it don't quite pan out. So there's a lot of things that come into play with regards to stats and like what the way lists go.
Yeah. It's it's good stuff. So the painting's really good. Bria, the Boltons were really good. Randall, when you see the in real life, they're incredible as well. Don't get close to them. Graduates are great. Take six units of dram men for 6 units of dram men. Fucking hell, what a shit day. Very funny.
But we're about community building. Yeah, that's how to win friends, right?
Paying an army. I paid 12 models. Awesome. Paperboy J. I played TT War Games over 20 years, and I believe so, Jay. I believe that Song of Ice Fire is the most balanced game I played. It's the bonus of it's the most balanced game that I played, alongside the fact that it's a really good IP. You can win with Bolton. Stan G proves it. Yes, he did. Yep. The paint jobs are incredible. French Ferret, it's very true, mate. Yeah, everything does die to lance to crossbow. So take your Tully Cavaliers, but it's only good until you get quiver in the eye. Not a quiver. That's the fucking thing.
That's the thing that holds the arrows.
Yeah. Well, that's how hard they are, mate. Fuck you up with a quiver. Nice. Nothing wrong with wet damp men. That is actually that's your house motto, isn't it, Carl? Awesome. Okay,
that's
cool.
Outrageous.
It is outrageous, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put back on the UK national screen just while we talk a little bit about what we're doing next. So 2025 is going to be a big year for UCATs. We're going to really push the UCAT brand. We're going to push the events. We're going to really look to community build, and we need you guys to help with that. We need you guys to come in and help spread the word. You know, we're not looking to make money out of it. It's for us, literally about building the community, and really, it's just the way I socialise. You know, I get to hang out with people and talk to them about Song of Ice and Fire, the miniature game, and lists and painting and stuff. And it's what I really enjoy doing. It's what we enjoy doing. So next year, we're looking to run one event per month. And initially, that's going to be in Chelmsford, in Kent, if that works, in Daventry, and we're looking for Norwich as well. One of the guys from the GT one of the guys from UK Nationals was from Norwich. We've been talking to him about how we can help him build the scene in Norwich. So if you guys are listening and you're from Norwich, that's something that we're looking to help nurture and grow. There is something quite big that we're planning to do that I was hoping would have definite dates and numbers for you, but I haven't got that, so I don't want to get into that with you right now. We are going to be returning for UK Nationals 2025. There may be a slightly different format to that. We're looking at how we can get more people of the same kind in again, because I don't want to get loads of people in and it become something that people won't enjoy. But what I want to do is grow the UK Nationals to the point where we've got a bigger community and everyone's having a good time. I know that's a big ask, but I believe it's something that we can achieve if we work together. We are working more with Simon, and we're doing more with them to try and work out how we can make it all more enticing. Like this year, we gave everybody a faction tactics board, which Rick then left the club and Paul and then stole it off him. But in an ideal world, you'd take that and not get it nicked by Paul. But so that's the sort of thing we're looking at, is doing those sort of things for the community going forward. I don't know if there's anything that you want to add to that, Carl.
No, I mean, like we said, we feel like it's in a bit of a grassroots rebuilding phase, but building to have really good fun people come play the game. We want to grow it, but we want it to be healthy. We don't want it to be a toxic sort of tournament scene. Not that tournament series can be toxic, but we don't want people playing for the wrong reasons. We want people to have fun. Okay, that's what it's all about. People spend a lot of money and time buying toys and painting them, don't they? And last thing you want to do is pay a bunch of money and not have a good time. You know.
True.
Yeah. So listen, I'm not saying I've never had a great time at the other tournaments. I have. It's just felt like this year a lot more people were coming up to us saying how much of an amazing time they had, and that really is what we want to carry on.
Yeah. See, that was the good thing about UK Nationals was the end part, was having people saying you're having a great time, and the actual feedback we got was that they wanted to do a social on a Saturday. It'll be funny if that's the only thing we've done wrong. That's fucking awesome, because that's something we can quite easily do. But it's something that we can look to do, and all that is people wanting to enjoy each other's company a bit more, and that's incredible. That's amazing.
Yeah. I'm looking at the comments. French ferret, fun in my war game, not allowed.
Yeah, it's true. Paul, you can pay people to give you a fun time. I have heard. Nice. Every time I give Carl money, he spits in my eye. So it's fucking shit idea there.
Web floats your boat, mate. Basically.
I told you, £5. Nice. Paperboy J, team tournaments would be great. Great format too. Yeah, team tournaments. That again is something that we're looking at doing next year, right? It's because we've met quite a few clubs now that are willing to travel. So that's something that we are looking to do. How we do that is we're still in the sort of the working out phase of that, and trying to work out how we do it, how we make it as fun as we can, how we can involve as many people as we can. What happens at social night stays at social night. That's very true, mate. Unless you go a Paul and then he tells everyone. But yeah, in theory, you are right.
In theory, yeah. Be the worst person to take on a stag do, that Paul, wouldn't he?
Yeah. He'd be really good at. What's that TV program where you give them people in the house that lie to each other? Yeah.
But speaking about the team tournaments, it was the DMG lads that ran one up north, wasn't it? And they weren't at the LGT this year, unfortunately, because they normally bring a lot of players, and they're a great bunch. But they ran a team tournament, which was a really good crack.
Yeah.
It was Alan, wasn't it? Was it Alan who pulled it all together?
Yeah. It was really good. Really good.
Yeah. So there is definitely something to be had with team tournaments. Like, get your sets of fours and get your games in. I mean, when we won ours, didn't we, from the bunker? Don't know how, because I let the side down. Paul won 5 games out of 4 because it's amazing.
Yeah. Well, beat someone, then borrowed their army and beat them with their own army.
That's how he rolls. But
community,
that was good.
That's community building for you, mate.
Yeah, that's community building.
They're awesome. But, it was really good, mate. It was really good, and the social was really good afterwards at the team tournament. That was really good fun. Yeah,
it really was. And more of that, I think it wouldn't be detrimental to the community. It's a good crack. We got to meet a lot of players that we would not normally see. Like, a couple of them made the journey over to the Welsh GT, which was great.
Yep.
And we'd played them the year before at the London GT.
Yep.
But unfortunately, this year they've not been around. So, be good to get them. Be good to get them back.
Yeah.
Paperboy J there, look, 100% agree. Building an anti-toxic tournament environment is better for the scene overall. You attract more players to help minimise gatekeeping aspects of the tournament scene. Yeah. It's trying to find the key for that, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're never going to 100% achieve it. But I think, if we get back the people that come this year, which a lot of people said they are going to return in 2025, and just build around that, I'm not even funny, if each of them brings one friend that is a similar mindset to them, then I'm all for that. I'm all for that.
Mate, I didn't think it'd be possible, but you could even outdo this year's LGT.
Yeah, it's true that. Nice.
You just people have to let us know what they'd like for their attendance gifts, so we can start theorying stuff up, because we like people to receive useful stuff.
Yeah.
Those things take a lot of planning and printing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you done really well there, Cole, to print all that off. That was really really helpful to give people something else, wasn't it? The pass tokens, the widget, and that. Um, Nick, would you guys lower the list of 10 units of drowned men, no NCU, no commander, just a group of wet salty men? Only if you allow me to take 20 berserker tactics in my tactics deck.
Yeah, Nick, it's not worth it, mate.
20 berserker tactics and Sansa NCU. Nice. Yeah. Nice. Cool. So, so that's the plan for next year. So we've got big plans next year. We've got some foundations to build, some walls to build until we get to where we need to be. But we're willing to put in the time because growing the community is what we're all about. Then we have got one new show coming up in for next year. So, well, no, for this year, in fact, and it's held back by James, not because he's short, but because he's chosen a faction that ain't coming out till fucking end of November. So we're going to run a brand new brand new show, a brand new series called Squires of Ice and Fire: A Tale of Four Gamers. Now, the old school people of you will know or remember A Tale of Four Gamers from White Dwarf, where they all picked an army and built an army from start and just added monthly. So we're going to be basically copying that, where myself, Carl, James, the short fella, and Steve, the other short fella, are all going to be choosing a faction each. I'm going to be doing Greyjoys. Carl's going to be doing
Targs.
James will be doing Brother Without Banners, which is what he's going to hold it back for a little while. And Steve is going to be doing Boltons, which he won as a early entrance, early ticket purchase last UK National. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to start with a starter box each. And we're going to be basically building on that. How we're going to do that is we've got to talk about and work out. But basically, it's going to be like a box at a time. So, and you're going to follow us in our journey of building a new army and painting a new army. We're going to talk hobby stuff. Like I've gone for Greyjoys myself because I don't know if people remember, but when I was doing stuff for free sales, I did the running through water, splashing stuff. I'm keen to go back and do that. Not as heavy as it was back then because a lot of people have been doing that now. But I'm going to go for more of a rocky shore sort of the like splashing puddles and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Obviously, you're going to do your bit. Steve's got some ideas. James is keen to get the Brother Without Banners off the ground. And so basically, it's going to be just chatting and talking through us building armies, right?
Yeah, I mean, you've got that painting series that I know you're going to be dropping soon as well.
Yeah.
I'm keen to sort of follow some of the stuff you're doing with that. I want to get into airbrushing, and I think this is going to be a good opportunity to start along that path with models, with modelling and stuff like that. It's an opportunity that I just need another excuse to start collecting another army. Who don't, basically.
Yeah, true that, yeah.
But like, there's no reason why other people in the community couldn't like also do it. Start off with a box and then just build your armies and keep up to date and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's the plan. So like, I figured that we'd start our own armies, we'd do our own army building, we'd document it, and people do it with us alongside us. So and whether we aim to do that and drop that on the door of UK Nationals 2025, so that on the day we have loads of people come into the event that have been on this journey with us.
Yeah.
I'll sit there and stream it and not use my fucking army, but you guys can play it. I won't use my army. James is walking around telling people how to not play the game, and but you guys can play it. But I think that's a good way of doing it: is to aim somewhere, to drop it and finish it, and go right. The final episode is Bosch UK Nationals. This is people using their armies. I think that's something really exciting, something new that I've seen starter set stuff done before, but to do like a really cool sort of documentation of army building and hobby gaming that will stream some of the games that we play as well. I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah, agreed. And also, because it gives you the chance to explore the faction a bit more, and people will then see what sort of purchases you're making.
Yeah.
And this is, and just for the benefit of the community, this isn't sponsored by anyone. This is us doing it out of our own pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I love hunting for bargains left, right, and centre. So I'll be all over that like a tramp on chips.
David Dickinson.
Yeah, 100%, mate.
Nice. All right, cool. Well, that's what we've got to go over then. So that we don't know when that's going to start yet. Again, it's sort of driven by Brotherhood Without Banners release. Hopefully, that should come in November. November, they promised it, right?
Well, yeah, they say one thing, see another. I mean, last time when I wanted to buy Boltons, and I ran Boltons at the LGT last year, I had to buy them from Poland. Mm-hmm. And basically paint all the characters up just so I could run Boltons.
Nice. But,
so yeah, a bit late this year, but Brotherhood Without Banners, November apparently.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, so that's the plan going forward. But yeah, I mean that's the show done, right? So we've covered everything we want to cover. In the next episode, I think we're going to be looking at the siblings without flags, whatever they're called. And hopefully James may be here for that. If not, I'll be doing it with you. Not that James comes first, obviously. Whatever.
I know where I am in the pecking order, mate. That's fine.
Yeah.
I have my uses.
What to be fair, we'll definitely do that, and we'll look into these every fortnightly. So next one's going to be dropping beginning November, and we'll talk about. I think we're going to go over Brotherhood Without Banners. I think it'll be quite cool to catch over them. I think we'll keep the same format. We'll go over some of the events that are coming up for everyone. Go over them, maybe summarise some of the ones we've been to. That sort of gear, and then we'll go from there, right?
Yeah, sounds like a plan, mate.
Sweet. Okay. Well, cheers everyone in the chat for joining us for the last hour. We'll try to keep it to an hour. We've just gone over. But I think I've had fun. You had fun?
It's been emotional.
It has been emotional. It's been nice that we spent some time together and not drawing each other in the first round. So that's quite good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, guys. Well, cheers for tuning in. Cheers for your time, Carl. Cheers for coming and chatting with me about stuff. Got lots to look forward to, right?
Yes, mate. Anytime. And obviously great catching up with people in the chat as well. So hopefully one day we'll see you at one of our tournaments and we can chat in person.
You talking to me or the people in the chat?
Well, a bit of both, really. I don't need to chat to you too much, do I?
No, fuck out. You get your shit events. Awesome. All right, guys. Right. You take care then, and we'll speak to you soon.